Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, September 24th, 2020. Welcome to my video. My name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. And that means that I teach people how to make cards, gift packaging, scrapbook pages, and much more with stamps, ink, and paper. And if you're watching this video for the first time, thank you. And you or I sell everything I'm going to show you, so you can purchase these things from me. I also have classes and events. Of course, currently most of them are offered to go and / online, meaning you get a class packet mailed to you with all the paper cut, kind of similar to this, but you know, depending on the class, and things will be die cut and stuff like that, ready for you to stamp and assemble. And then you will get, good morning everybody, instructions from me, PDF instructions, and you'll use your own stamps and stuff. So anyway, I offer all kinds of things, so welcome. And I'll be telling you about lots of those things today. Good morning to Karen in Delaware, good morning. Jewel, good morning. Hey Charlotte, good to see you. As y'all come on, say hi. That will get you entered into a drawing to win the 3 cards I'm gonna make today. Who did I just miss? Judy, good morning. Hey Mary Ann, good morning. Sunshine, yes. Catherine, nice. Catherine's in Virginia, so it's an hour later than, because she lives in Texas, so she's awake. Hey Stacy, hey Pam, good morning everybody. I'm glad you guys are here. Oh, Stacy already shared. Thank you very much, Stacy. Sharing the video, commenting and sharing help me, because then Facebook shows it to more people, and this is my full-time job. So thank you very much. And if you'll comment that you shared like Stacy did, that'll get you entered into the drawing again. And again, that's just a little way to thank you for commenting and sharing, because it helps me. Hey Joni, good morning. Okay, so today I'm going to make 3 cards with the Celebration Tidings Bundle. Let me show you this. So a bundle is 2 products that match, and you can buy them at 10% off. You can also buy them individually. These actually both stand alone because the amazing labels in this stamp set. Thanks for sharing, Jewel. And of course the stamp set can stand alone, but they work great together. It's called Celebration Tidings, and the dies are Celebration labels, and I love them. So anyway, that's what I'm using today. But of course I'm going to give you some news first. And let's see. So if you like anything you see today and you're like, I want to order that, or I want to order something else, you can, and I reward you for that. For online orders that are $25 or more each month, I call it the online ordering special. Fancy name. Hey Teresa, good morning hot tamale. So you place an online order, you use this code called a host code, which links you to my ordering special. Hey Landa. And what do you get for that? If your order is 25 or more, you get a free class packet to make 4 cards. Again, it's not this one because I haven't designed it yet, but it'll be packaged up for you, cut, emboss, die cuts. What's the other one? Cut, punch, die cut, emboss. Ready for you to stamp and assemble with your own stamps. So you will want to have for this month, the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. That's this. I have all these messages on my phone, so I can't see the screen. That's the stamp set I'll be using. And I'll also be using the bundle. So you would, it'd be good if you had the dies called So Many Snowflakes. Again, that's a bundle. But we'll pre-die cut what we can for you. For example, I believe, like this snowflake, for example, you might stamp it and then die cut it out. So we can't do that for you. We're not allowed to stamp for you. But you could hand cut it out if you don't have the dies. So, free class to make 4 cards, mailed to you, PDF tutorial emailed. You use your own stamps and ink. But if your online order is $50 or more, you also get a free full accessory. And because I haven't designed the cards yet, I don't know what it is, but it could be sequins, rhinestones, ribbon, etc. You get a full pack. So anyway, that's how it works. Now, once you place your order, the kit will come at the end of the month. We need about a week after the month ends to get it all ordered, cut, packaged, and mailed out. So that's how that works. Okay, my monthly classes. So we're in September. Today's September 24th. Hopefully, my plan is by October 1st, I will have my team, I have to do that too. But anyway, my monthly newsletter ready to send out with all of the links to sign up for all of the new classes for October. But every month I offer 4 classes that anyone in the USA can take, and they're all offered to go. They're also all offered local with social distancing rules. I have limits. Hey Sue, good morning. Hey Linda, thank you for sharing. I'm trying to catch up here for a second. Linda Harrell, good morning. Ooh, she remembered. Linda in Idaho. Hey Jackie. Hey Liz, thanks for sharing. I almost clicked the wrong button there. Thanks for sharing, Jewel. Hey Kathy, good to see you. Yes, I saw your email. I was basically out of town yesterday, Kathy, and I'm just behind, so no problem. You're not in trouble. I will send you that invoice. Okay, cool. I kind of caught up there. Of course, if I miss you, saying hi to you. Hey Pat. It's not personal. It's me missing names going by. Hey Ruby, good morning. Okay, so every month, 4 classes. You can take them all to go. So what that means, we mail you the packet or you pick it up from me, your choice, and you use your own stamps and ink and do it at home with PDF tutorial. Or you can take it live. There's limited space available, but you can do that. Or you can check out a tub of supplies where I have the ink, the stamps, the punches, whatever you need in that box for you to use at home. 3 options. And there's basically 2 RSVP links. One for just taking the class live or to go, like getting the class packet. And then if you're coming live, you need to click a link. And if you're getting the tub, you need to click a separate link. So anyway, it's all in the email. Each class only uses 1 stamp set so that you don't have to own a bunch of stamps to do this at home. Fee includes written tutorial for each class. You can add on the stamp sets or bundles that you need when you register if you want. It's completely optional for a discount. You can also just purchase all 4 tutorials, but if you're on my team, don't do that because you get them free. And you can add shipping when you register. Okay, so the first 2 classes, card class and scrapbook class, they are $15 each, free with a $20 order. Your deadline's going to be October 15th to sign up. And for card class, we're going to use In the Pines bundle. Ooh. So we will be making Christmas cards and non-Christmas cards in this class. So, hey Susan, good morning. Thanks for sharing, Mary Sanders. Good morning, Sherry. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so card class in the Pines bundle. It's going to be awesome. And I think I said that, but they won't all be Christmas, but there'll be some Christmas in there. Oh, and I'm going to use this awesome embossing folder with that class as well, and probably other stuff. We always use cool folders and designer papers and stuff. Scrapbook class, you're going to make 3 12x12 pages for $15, free with a $20 order. We're going to use Love of Leaves bundle, and another amazing bundle. And the themes, 2 of the pages will be fall and 1 will be Thanksgiving. And then next month we'll make the other Thanksgiving page, because we always do it that way. 3, and then it continues on, so you get your double page layout. And then the next 2 classes, everything's for all of these cut, emboss, die cut, punch, ready for you to stamp and assemble, with the exception on these next 2 of your designer paper. Basically, when I include designer paper with your class fee, or like a specialty paper, foil, whatever, you cut that yourself, but we cut everything else. So Stamp a Stack is $30. It includes at least $20 in merchandise. And you make 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each. Like, it's 30 bucks. You get $20 in merchandise plus the 12 cards. That's a great deal. And we're going to use Peace and Joy Bundle. They're all Christmas cards. Christmas all the way through November for Stamp-A Stacks. And your fee is going to include, and this is always based on availability from Stampin' Up, 'Tis the Season designer paper, Wonder of the Season ribbon, and wonderful gems. And then, and these 2 classes, by the way, RSVP date is October 12th, so it's earlier than the other. And then sampler class is also going to be the Love of Leaves bundle. It's $28. It includes at least $20 in merchandise and everything cut, ready to go to make a sampler, which is a 12 by 12 piece of art that you can frame. You can put it in a 12 by 12 page protector, but framing it in a 12 by 12 shadow box makes a great gift or decoration for your home. It'll be fall themed, and it's going to include the plaid Tidings designer paper, the embroidered ribbon, which I'm using both today on my projects, and the metallic paper. And as always, subject to change if back orders occur. Hey, Shirley, thanks for sharing. Susan Reed. Good morning, Susan. I'm not going to try to say your name, Susan. I'm sure I can, but Feliciano, I think. Thanks for sharing, Shirley. Good morning, Cindy. Okay, so those are the 4 classes I do every single month. Anyone can take them every month. I added a new class last night. Oh, and by the way, I think, yes, Ruby, I am on YouTube. I forget the name of my channel, but I can put a link to it here in this video after I'm done. So what was I going to say? Oh, the links to these classes that are new should be ready by October 1st to sign up, including this one. So I added a new class last night. It's called Wonder of the Season 20 card class. This is all to go. It's an at-home class. You're going to make 20 cards that are 4 by 6 using the Wonder of the Season Memories and More card pack, which is super cute, pretty, gorgeous, you know, whatever you want to call it. There's stickers, there's regular cards, there are specialty cards, which are here somewhere. I just went through all of these last night. Like, that's a specialty card because it's got the foil on it. So you'll get a full pack of that with your fee, and you're going to use those to make your 20 cards. You're going to get a full pack of the Wonder of the Season Memories and More cards and envelopes. So you can see the envelopes right there are lined with red foil, and then the card base has red foil, and it's 4 by 6, so it's a little larger than our normal cards. You're going to get half a pack of the Wonder of the Season ribbon combo and half a pack of the Wonderful Gems. That's a $38 value. And the class is only $40. You heard that right. $38 value. The class is $40. And everything will be cut ready for you to stamp and emboss, assemble. And the only exception, like always, is if you have to trim down these cards, you'll do that yourself, because that's how I do these classes. We will also use, so you will want to use at home your Wonder Wishes and Wonder stamp set, and there is a bundle, and I would recommend getting the dies, but again, you don't have to. We'll pre-die cut what we can. So we'll combine this with that to make the cards. You'll stamp and assemble at home with your own stamps and ink, and you can add this on when you register at a discount if you like. RSVP deadline is October 26th. Your kits will be ready and or mailed by November 4th. And you can pick it up or get it mailed, and shipping is $8. So I'm excited about that new class that I just added yesterday. And then I've told you guys about the retreat in a box that's coming. It's a mini, you should take it, Marianne. It's a mini, what's the word? Mini retreat in a box. So normally, if you've taken our retreats in a box before, April and I do these together. Thank you, Susan. We include handmade gifts, bag, like a physical bag like this, and things like that. This is a no frills retreat, so none of that, but you're gonna get incredible value still. So it costs less and you get a lot of stuff. So what do you get? First of all, you're going to want to have these 2 stamp sets to make your projects, Celebration Tidings and Festive Post. I would also recommend, of course, the Celebration Labels dies, because we're going to use all of that. And then for $75, you will get over $50 worth of merchandise and at least 10 projects with PDF tutorials, everything cut, stamp, emboss, etc., ready to go. I'm getting ready to work on these, I think this upcoming week, to work on the designs. And anyway, so I'm getting excited because I've gathered all my supplies and I'm like, oh, this is going to be so cute. Sign up and pay by October 18th. Kits mailed by approximately October 23rd. Now, along with this class, this retreat in a box, which, by the way, we're doing a live retreat in Waxahachie Halloween weekend, and one spot has opened up for that retreat. If you'd like to go, contact me. And it's a no frills retreat as well, so it is a little less expensive than our normal retreats in Waxahachie, Texas. Contact me if you'd like more information. Okay, so within the retreat in a box, there's 2 optional classes you can add on, or you can say, I don't want retreat in a box, I just want this class or that class or these 2 classes. These, we're calling them mega classes. They cost a little more than our normal, but they include a lot more products, so the value is always there. They're $45 each. There's 2 to choose from, and you get $35 or more in product for each one. So the 2 classes are Jennifer's Heartwarming Hugs Gifty class. I just found my Snowflake embossing folder randomly here. I'm not sure why I put that in that area. Anyway, not part of my class. Oh, maybe that's for April's class. Let me pull it back over here. But anyway, my class is going to involve gift tags, gift card holders, cards, Christmas cards, and a mini coffee carrier. So 10 projects minimum, plus $35 in merchandise, including like the Heartwarming Hugs designer paper, ribbon, or glitter star ornaments, and more. So there's 1 stamp set, and that's the single stamp set wrapped in Christmas. And then this is the bundle, the Warm Hugs bundle, which also uses the Warm Wraps dies, which again, you won't have to have, but I would recommend them, but we'll pre-die cut whatever we can. You're going to make all those stuff, all that stuff I told you. I just wanted to show you what the mini coffee carrier looks like. This is not the one we're making. This is from a different class I did, but they're really big cups, like pretty big. And you're going to make 2 of the cups and 1 holder, as well as all the other projects I told you about. And then April's class is a mega Stamp-A-Stack. So 20 cards, 4 designs, 5 of each. You're going to get $35 in product, and she's going to use the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. Jean shared 3 times. Thank you, Jean. So I pulled this out, I guess, to show, because of course she'll be using that. But you'll make 20 cards with that. So you'll want to own the stamp set, possibly the dies. I mean, I would recommend, but to complete that at home with your own stamps and ink. When you register for these, you can, of course, add on the stamps and stuff. Okay. Any question? The link for that one's already out, so I can send it to you now if you need that. Thanks for sharing, Pam. And any questions on any of those, let me know. Coming soon, I don't have links or prices or anything yet, but a January to June mini catalog and celebration kickoff is coming. and that will be Saturday, December 12th at the Midlothian Civic Center. It will be offered live and to go. There will be stamping demonstrations, at least 8 projects, a door prize, a optional card swap, and lots of fun. So links and details for that will be coming soon. I just haven't had time to set it up yet. Okay, now on to specials. The special for the starter kit is ending in 6 days, I think. Yes, 6 days until you can get $60 in additional merchandise if you purchase our starter kit. It's $99 plus tax, free shipping. You choose $125 in anything you want. Whatever we sell, pick $125 or less worth. You can't go over, but you can go less. Then you're going to get a free code to get a free code to get a 1-month paper pumpkin kit. And then you're going to get these 2 stamp sets for free. This is the bonus part that we don't normally do. Queen Anne's Lace and So Much Love. You're going to get a free full pack of rhinestones. Those are always, like, you can never have enough of those. And then you're going to get 2 card kits to make 16 cards total. So 8 and 8. And then Stampin' Up! Has come up with 2 designs for each card kit with the 2 stamp sets. So you could make 4 and 4. You can make all 8, whatever you choose. And you can use these, obviously, however you want. And then 2 designs for, oh, I did it wrong. Oh, yeah. No, I did it right. 2 designs per stamp set for each card kit. Hopefully I'm making sense. So the cards they came up with are really cute. They'll have instructions and all that for you, but again, or you can just use it however you want. It's called the Get and Go Starter Kit Promotion. It ends September 30th. If you have questions on that and would like to get it, let me know. Now, a couple of things that are coming up with Stampin' Up. October 1st, we're having a designer paper sale. We usually do one in October, but this year it's different. It is, select designer papers are 15% off instead of usually it's buy 3, get 1 free. This is actually better to me because if you only want 1, you can get 1. It's still 15% off. But I wanted to point out that if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator like me, which is no obligation, nobody has to sell, nobody has to do videos, nobody has to do classes or kits or any of that. You just can if you want. You get a discount on top of sale prices always. So, FYI, when that sale starts October 1st, when I purchase my stuff, I get a minimum 25% discount. Your minimum starts at 20 and it can go up to 38%. Depending on your status, basically. Hey, Christine, good morning. And Chris, I saw you there as well. Okay, so then something else. This is for demonstrators only. Starting October 1st, we get to, if we choose, we get to pre-order some new stuff that will be coming out to customers in November. And it's a sneak peek from our new catalogs that come out in January. So, again, perks. There's so many perks of being a demonstrator. And yet there's no, you don't have to stay active. You don't have to put in sales and orders and stuff. So I wanted to tell you all about that. Let's see. Kit special ends. I told you all that. The total value of the kit, if you paid for all that stuff through me with tax and shipping, would be about $235. And it's only $99 plus tax and shipping. So it's a great deal. Ends in 6 days. Contact me. Of course, if you get the kit, you will be part of my team, at least for until like the end of January. If you do nothing, you'll still be in until the end of January. So you can take advantage of incentives, things I offer the team, like free tutorials and stuff like that. Team meetings, swaps, getting to see catalogs early from Stampin' Up, getting to receive the catalogs early, order from them early, your discount, all kinds of benefits you can take advantage of until at least January. Okay, last but not least, Paper Pumpkin. our Christmas kit is coming. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly craft kit in the mail that's a surprise box. So it's going to be called Joy to the World for October. I don't know if I think they usually do 2 Christmas kits. So November will probably be Christmas as well, but they haven't told us yet. Anyway, so the Joy to the World kit is just a little flyer about it. Will be this is Stampin' Up's words, a one-of-a-kind kit made for holiday crafting. You'll receive supplies to create 8 elegant cards. With that's October. Yes, with October's magical kit, you will not only get a head start on your holiday crafting, you'll create Christmas cards, share project ideas, and spread holiday cheer with other Stampin' Up customers and demonstrators around the world. And how you do that is there is a Facebook group you can join. Once you've subscribed to Paper Pumpkin or made your pre-purchase for the October kit, you can join this group called Joy of Paper Pumpkin Facebook group. And I'm excited because people will be sharing alternative projects they've made and who they're sending their kits to, you know, their cards to, etc. So that'll be fun. I'm going to put a link to that group in the description of this video for you, so you can click there to join it. And Paper Pumpkins are always while supplies last. We usually don't run out, but that is always a possibility. So how do you get it? It's $22, and inside you're going to get a stamp set that's exclusive to Paper Pumpkin. This is the September kit, so you cannot get this one anymore. But this is a fall and Halloween kit. You can see the little jack-o'-lantern faces there, and there's leaves and a witch hat, although it's like a pretty one. And greetings and stuff. Anyway, you always get an exclusive stamp set that can't be bought anywhere else. You always get ink. This one is Cajun Craze. And then you always get whatever embellishments like ribbons, twines, sequins, etc. to make whatever it is. This kit makes, I believe it's 20 at least, cracker boxes, which I took one out. I haven't put one together yet. But this is like the size that it made. And I actually have one of these kits available. And then you can do this side as well. Turn it the other way. So you can kind of make it fall or, what's the word? Halloween themed. For this kit, there were all kinds of die cuts to punch out and assemble. There's, you know, witch hats, pumpkins. What are these little swirly things? So lots of stuff there. And then, again, it'll be Christmas cards next month with a Christmas stamp set that you can use forever. You can use the stamps and ink forever. So how do you get it? $22 plus tax if you subscribe, or $22 plus tax and shipping if you just purchase it straight out. So contact me if you have any questions. Okay, I'm going to point the camera down now and get started with our stamping. Yay. I had to, like, rearrange this table this week, so when I point the camera down, I'm gonna have to possibly reposition my stuff for a second. But anyway, and we will get started, so let's go. And I'll try to look over and catch up on these comments. Now I'm getting 50 emails on my phone. Literally, y'all. Oh my gosh, so many emails, which cover up the very top of the screen, which for me is this part right here. So that's funny. Okay, so if we put that right about there, that'll kind of tell me where my center is for you guys. How did I just move it like that? Goodness. Everybody's like, please get your stuff together. Okay, so we're gonna be using Celebration Tidings stamp set and the coordinating dies, and actually we're gonna be using basically the whole suite. This is a small suite, which I like because it's less expensive. A suite is just a bunch of products that all coordinate together. So within this suite is the Celebration Tidings stamp set, the Celebration Labels dies, and the plaid Tidings designer paper and embroidered ribbon, which I love this ribbon. It is hard to describe because it's kind of a color to me, not like specific Stampin' Up color. It's like in between a crumb cake and some kind of brown. I don't know, but I like it. And then the designer paper, which will be on sale next month, by the way, it kind of covers all the occasions. It's got all the colors in there for, you know, fall, Valentine, Christmas, and then just whatever. Like, you can just use this for any, like there's black and white and so on. So lots of variety in this paper. It's been very popular. Even like some pinks there. Of course, like always, all the colors used are listed on the packaging. Okay, so that's sweet, by the way. Of course, starting October 1st, the designer paper will be on sale, so you might want to get that separately. But you can just put in this one item code, 155126, and get everything shown on this page for $65.25. That takes into account the bundle pricing, which is 10% off, and that includes the designer paper, stamp set, dies, and ribbon. If you order these things individually, it still costs the same price. This is just for ease of ordering. So if you go October 1st, you can order this, and order this, and this will get a sale price. So there's some cute samples there with plaid tidings as well. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna make today. I'm gonna do, I think I said this last week and I was wrong, but I'm really this time doing Halloween, fall, and Christmas. Not in that order though. This is the Halloween one. So my card base is 5.5 by 8.5. It is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper cut in half, and it's crumb cake. Then I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic black. Then I have one of those awesome designer papers. Look at that. The back can be Christmas. The other side can be anything, but I'm using for Halloween. And that's 3 3/4 by 5. Linda Carver. She says, you're going to change my mind, or maybe. And then a piece of crumb cake, which I die cut from the Celebration labels. It is the 3rd largest die, and I'm going to actually use it again here in a second. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm going to just show you what I did, because I'm going to die cut later for you guys, and I've done some spiders. Let me grab my ruler. I believe this is 1 inch wide of paper. I started to call this color paper pumpkin. It is pumpkin pie. And I just made it longer than this label, and then I laid this on my die cutting machine, which I will be using later, so you'll see what I mean. And I used my magnetic plate, which helped hold it in place, and I just centered it as best I could and ran it through. And then I had this piece, which will perfectly give me a little stripe down the center, basically. So, and then on a scrap of Whisper White, I stamped 5 spiders and die cut them out as well. So that's all our parts. Now let me get to stamping. So on this label piece, actually I'm going to stamp on both of those. I'm just using Memento black ink. I'm on this card, I'm not coloring at all. So Memento is my color of choice for black if I'm not coloring, well, watercoloring basically. So we need 5 spiders, first of all. And you can press harder on Memento black than you do on your regular ink pads. And then there is this border image that has a little spider web in it, so cute. And I'm gonna stamp that. These images are made to, they fit really well in these labels. And I actually started out with the larger one, and it fits in that one too. Not the biggest, but the second one is what I used. And it fits in both, but then I didn't like what I made and I had to start over. And I ended up using this next size down. But you just kind of, because it's photopolymer and you can see through, you just kind of eyeball it there and align it. see. Pretty awesome. And then on this piece, I'm going to put my greeting, which is going to say Happy Haunting. Also, all of the stamps today are just from this one stamp set. And try to center that. And done. Okay, so that's all my stamping. Just a quick tip, when you die cut your spiders, they give you 2 spider dies in the one stamp set. They also give you 2 hearts. And the sprigs here don't match a stamped image, but you get 2 of those. And then these little images, which make like a keyhole, you get double of those, so you can do 2 at a time. And I'll show you, I'm not using those today, but I have a sample, as long as I remember to show you, that one of my team members made with that. Okay. Hey, in Georgia, Maryland. Thank you, Laura, for the color comment. Yes, this paper is very, very versatile. Hey, Darla, no problem being late. Okay, so that's all the stuff I need to make this card. Now let's just put it together. Yeah, I don't even have ribbon on this one. Shocking. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in half. I like to align the corners on my table, pinch it only once to get it started, and then use my bone folder to really fold. That keeps the inside from being all wrinkly, which just happens if you fold it with your finger. And then, because I don't have any ribbon going around or anything like that to worry about, I can just start putting together whichever part I want first. So I have my Stampin' Seal. Hold it straight up and down is how I use it now for it to work really well, basically. And you can see I just pick it straight up when it's finished, you know, when I get to where I need to stop. I always hold my paper where my fingers block it from sticking down too much while I align it. I'm going to put this under so I can see better. But yeah, don't stick one of the sides down until you've kind of seen that all 4 sides look pretty decent. Oh, oh, I just ran out. See that red line there? It means you're empty. When I change these, I always clean this off. If you're having trouble with your Stampin' Seal or even our old adhesive, see if you have a bunch of gunk on the holder, the dispenser, whatever it's called. Which there always is gunk there. Looks gross. But that can make it stick to itself, basically, or it sticks to the dispenser when you're feeding it. And then our refills come in actually the whole thing, and the refills come in a little baggie, which you can keep if you like to store the whole thing in. Keep your lid in there so you don't lose it, whatever. Or you can recycle it. And then you just set that in there, and you should be good to go. This is the one I use for my videos, so I haven't had to refill it, this particular one, ever, because I'm only using it when I do a video. Now from getting that started, I got a bunch of sticky on my fingers. Hold on. Remove that. There we go. When they first come out of the package, you usually have to advance it some, because I assume they don't want the sticky exposed when it's brand new, because then it might mess you up right when you open the package. And just align the die cut with the die cut. Super easy there. I'm going to do Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. Even though this is a Halloween card, I'm just going to use white ones because it's not dark. We do have black Stampin' Dimensionals. And as you can see, I've cut mine in half, but you don't have to do that. It's an option if you're thrifty. And just peel the backings off. And then place that in the center. And then I used little mini Stampin' Dimensionals for my spiders because it's the perfect size. And yeah, all 5 are popped up. And then I'll just place them around the card, and that will be it for this card. So again, pretty simple. By the way, this is the host code for this month. If you order online with that host code and your order is 25 or more, you'll get a free class packet from me with PDF tutorial. And then if it's 50 or more, you'll in addition receive a free full accessory. And I forgot to say earlier, if your order is 150 or more, don't use the host code. And when you're ordering, Stampin' Up! Will prompt you to choose at least $15 in free merchandise. There's our card. And then I'll still give you my 2 gifts as well. Let me bring it up closer. I usually forget to do that at this point so you guys can see it a little better. And I do post pictures of these cards like closer up on my blog and on my VIP Facebook group, which you can join as well. And I always put a link to that in the video description also. All right. Yes, Dana. I like this adhesive a lot. It's very sticky. Very sticky, as y'all can see from me trying to get it off my hands. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so there's our Halloween card. As y'all come on, make sure you comment so you can try to win these 3 cards. So next is our Christmas card. And for this one, I have a Whisper White card base, 5.5, 8.5. I have 4 by 5 1/4 shaded spruce, 3 3/4 by 5 designer paper. So there's the black and white side. We're using the like crumb cake, cherry cobbler, shaded spruce side. A cherry cobbler, celebration labels, and then a Whisper White celebration labels that are pre-die cut. So that is the same one I just used is cherry cobbler, and then the next one down, not the smallest, next to smallest is this one. And then I'm going to use red rhinestones as well. Okay, so this card, the stamping is pretty simple. There is an image in the set, like a little Christmassy sprig, I never know what to call these things, but type of image, like a little bouquet, kind of almost, and then Merry Christmas, which I'll be using on this card. And I'm going to use Memento Black and Cherry Cobbler ink. So I'll stamp the sprig first over here on the right hand side, which is backwards for you guys. And then I'll add Merry Christmas in Cherry Cobbler. So Memento Black is also the ink you want to use if you're going to color with Stampin' Blends, which are our alcohol markers. Sorry, blanked out on that. I was also looking, yes, I did. So I'm using shaded spruce, light and dark cherry cobbler. Our alcohol markers come in light and dark, and you buy them together, 2 for $9. There's my greeting. I really love the font of that Merry Christmas. Very pretty. And then they're alcohol based, so you want to use a water based ink with them, and stays on. I mean, sorry, not stays on. Memento Black is water based ink, which is what I stamped in. And then you can just color with them like I'm going to with the Cherry Cobbler. I'm going to use the fine point because this is a small image, and just color in these things. I don't know what they are, but they're going to be Cherry Cobbler on this card. And then I'm calling the rest of those leaves. And so since there's a little more space there, I'm going to go in with dark first. There's different ways to do this, but I'm going to add dark where some little shadowing should be. And then I'll go over the whole thing with light to blend the two together. And it also gives that nice little shadow, but there won't be harsh lines. If you do see harsh lines, like I kind of do right there, which you may not from far away, you just keep coloring. And you can do that forever, and it never messes up your paper, but it eventually blends out the two colors together. You can go back and add more dark, blend again. We have a thing called a color lifter, which will lighten it up a little bit for you. You can mix different colors together. You don't have to only use Shaded Spruce, light and dark together. You can mix literally any other color, whether it's a green or not. So Stampin' Blends are awesome, but even as you see, just coloring one single marker. What's the beauty of Stampin' Blends is how smooth they color. Like, you can just color for ever, and you don't get harsh lines like you do with water-based markers. If you see a harsh line, you blend it out. So you can do it forever. Your paper doesn't break down because it's alcohol. It does bleed through, but it doesn't break down. And it's gorgeous. Smooth, smooth. Just don't use an alcohol-based ink with them. Okay, so that's all the coloring, but this card does have ribbon going around it, so I don't want to attach it to my card base yet. I'm just going to fold this and get it out of my way. And then, I think that was pieces of dimensional sticking to me. So again, straight up with your Stampin' Seal. It's the best tip I've gotten, is holding it straight up and down when applying it. The other tip I've saw is if it is where you need to hand advance it, if you've already put adhesive somewhere, you can put this whole thing back on the adhesive and pull a tiny bit, and that's so sticky it's like using your hand to advance it. Hopefully that makes sense. And then you can move to your other spot and place it. I did attach this flat because of the ribbon. Like, I didn't want this up on dimensionals, and then the ribbon around it kind of awkwardly raised up. And then I'm going to wrap the embroidered ribbon around. I like to leave it on the roll when I can, so that I have less waste. And then I'm going to tie a bow. So I like to use reverse tweezers, which are, we don't sell these. They're not a Stampin' Up product. Everything else I'm using is. But you can get them in like the jewelry aisle of the store. Then I turn my card upside down. Actually, I'm going to do it this way, to tie my bow, which gives me a right side up bow, and just tie a regular bow. You can also use the tweezers to make a knot, or, you know, whatever. When you would normally say, somebody put your finger here for me so I can tie this bow or whatever, you use the tweezers instead. So there's that. And I will trim. So on this end, there's zero waste when you do it from your roll. And then on this end, you just, it's pretty close, but I'll trim a little bit off. Okay, so there's that. Now I can add it to my card base. And then I'll just add some rhinestones to make it more festive. So red rhinestones, they are awesome. I use the Take Your Pick tool, and I use the pointed end. There is a paddle, like a spatula end as well that you can use, but I prefer this pointed one. And always put your finger on top of the embellishment you're trying to pick up so that you don't just slide it around or flick it off of the sheet. It stays put so that you can pick it up, basically. Get that tool underneath it. So there is our Christmas card. That was actually very quick. Of course, I pre-did the die cutting, so and all the cutting. But yeah, very quick. What are you afraid of, Darla? Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Susan. I want to know what Darla's afraid of. Let me bring that up a little closer. So there's that one. And then last but not least, our fall card. So I saved this one for last because it's like a technique, sort of. So anyway, I am going to use the die cutting machine on this one. So for this card, we have our card base is not Island Indigo, Pretty Peacock, 5.5, 8.5, and of course we'll fold that in half. I'm going to do something to that one. Then we have more of the designer paper. I'm using the Pretty Peacock side, which I die cut with the next to the largest die. And then, of course, the next one down for the Whisper White. But then I also cut a piece of Pretty Peacock with the same die. And then I cut the whole thing and I cut it in half. And I actually used the other half on my original card. And then I ran that through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I think I forgot to bring it over here, but it is the texture. I'm going to blank on the name again. It starts with texture or something like that. Tasteful Textile. Okay. Embossing folder from the annual catalog. Tasteful Textile, which just gives a soft, let me compare it to the white. Maybe you can see the texture a little better. A soft texture on your card. So I embossed that. Didn't bring it over here for whatever reason. Okay, and then I have a little strip here that's a 1/2 inch by, where's my ruler? I want to say it's 2 and something. It's 1/2 by 2 3/4 that I'm going to put a greeting on. Okay. So for this card, I need the largest die, which if you look in the catalog, a lot of people are like, what is that big one for? And or what else can you do with these? And if you look in the catalog, you'll see that these make great toppers. So you can basically cut whatever you want out of this and then fold this direction or this direction and put it on top of like a cellophane bag full of treats or, you know, you name it, whatever kind of packaging. And then there are also boxes and things people have made out of these. Of course, y'all know me, I usually don't do that kind of stuff. So I am just making cards today. Okay, so what we're going to do that's special on this card is we're going to fold our card base in half. Again, it's the normal size. And then I'm going to cut the side off. So what I'm going to do is slide the paper in this way. And I'll scoot this all the way to the edge here so that the die is lined up with the edge of my paper. And then I need to center it. So I just need to look, is the same distance from here to here and here to here. But with this being above the die, none of this will get cut. Okay. Also, this is the card, and I believe I showed this last week on my video that my downline made, my team member. She did the same thing. So she cut her card base long ways. Cut it in half, your paper 8.5 by 11.5 at 4 1/4. She folded it or scored it in half. Then she opened it back up and always, it's like a math problem here. And then she put it into the machine this way. you don't want this part to be cut either, so that actually, you don't want to cut those little side things, so slide it to where only the bottom portion gets cut and the top is left out. So it's the same concept. Hopefully that makes sense. And then these are those dies I was telling you about that she used to cut the little keyhole opening things. And then look how cute they look there. But they also look cute if you die cut those into these little areas here. Okay, so there's one she made. Okay, let me grab my machine. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, exclusive to Stampin' Up. You can buy it now. You can't buy the mini machine yet, but you can purchase this machine, which comes with everything you need to die cut. But you can also purchase separately, if you choose, the magnetic plate, which is all magnet on bottom, self-healing mat on top, and you use that with number 1 and 2 here on the platforms. And then basically what this magnetic replaces is your bottom cutting plate. It's the exact same thickness. And then I'm gonna do what I told you already as far as how I want to cut this, but I'm going to align it on the machine so that I don't have to pick it up and shift it and move it, you know, to the machine and everything goes crazy. So I know you can only see about half of it there, but you can see the top half, how I aligned that. Then your clear cutting plate goes on top. I have these pieces sticking out so that they won't get cut, and you run it through one time. And then basically it cuts off the corners and the front little edge there. And you have a neat little opening. And I got this, I mean, I'm sure other people have done this, I don't know, but I got the idea to do it from when I had my stamping bingo. We always chit chat at the end, and we were talking about these dies at one of the bingos. And someone said to use the largest one, which is really too big for the front of a card, to make that be a type of card. And so it's a similar die and a similar idea to what she said. So anyway, that's my little thing there. The rest of this card is pretty simple. We're going to stamp. Thank you, Laura. In the stamp set, there are 2 separate images. These are separate. The little border with the pumpkins and then the leaves on a line there are separate. You can use them separately or together. So I'm using them together, and I did personally find it difficult to stamp one and then align the other. Now you could use your Stamparatus for that. At the time, I wasn't sure if I was going to use this on another card today, so I didn't want to do that. But you could do that. But if not, you can also get your placement how you want it and then put them both on one clear block. So that's what I did. So those are 2 separate stamps. And I'm just going to stamp in Memento Black again. And I am going to do a little coloring again as well with some Stampin' Blends. Just a reminder, if you were going to color with watercoloring, you would use Stays On ink instead of Memento. Stays On is waterproof. But remember, alcohol markers are not water, they're alcohol. So, oh, and I need to stamp my greeting as well. And I did just totally copy this idea from Diana's card. So it says, always grateful, stamping it in Memento Black, right on that 1/2 inch by 2 3/4 paper. And then for my coloring, I'm using Peacock Light, Cinnamon Cider, light and dark, and then dark soft suede because, or not because, let me start over. Cinnamon Cider is one of the colors in here. That's why I'm using that for my pumpkin. And of course, Peacock is that color. And then suede, I just needed a darker color for my little stems of the pumpkins. So get that out of the way, quick and easy. I'm gonna see, yes, I can grab my readers here to color a little better. And then just like on that cherry cobbler before, I'm not blending, I could have, but I'm not blending the leaves because they're so small. So I'm just using one color, and I went with light. And I just colored everything besides the pumpkins. I just colored it peacock. But of course you could have used other colors as well. This was for simplicity, plus I honestly wasn't, I guess I could have used a yellow, but I wasn't sure what other color to mix in with it, so that's why I just went with this. The only thing challenging here is how tiny these are and my bad eyesight. So try not to go out of the lines. The fine point tip does help. I think y'all can see my hair in this video also. So yeah, just color, color, color. And I did realize, like when I was driving yesterday, I was gone for several hours, that I should have pre-colored this. But I was definitely on limited time yesterday before I had to leave my house for several hours. So, it didn't happen. And then I'm just going to do a little blending on the pumpkins. Oh, I forgot the other leaves. By the way, the other thing about blending, you know, with the shadows and all, is if you are talented with art and you know where your shadows go, your stuff will look even better. I'm not that great, so I just usually go with Stampin' Up! Images, like wherever they put a darker, you know, or more lines, then that's where my shadows go. But this one I had to kind of figure it out myself. Or I'll get on Pinterest, which I didn't have time for this, and I'll see where other people put shadows on the same images. So either way. And actually, so there's that one. And you can see also, actually she did the same thing I did. She might, I guess she used the exact, oh, that's not her stuff. I'm like, that looks exactly like mine. You can see Diana's coloring here. And she just used different colors than me. You can see the pumpkin, there's a lot more shading. And I'm not sure which light that is because I have to look at what color blends we have, but really pretty coloring on hers as well. Yeah, that's my finished card, which I wasn't supposed to show you yet. Okay, so that's it. Let's attach this one on the white one. And I couldn't figure out what to do on the bottom. I was going to stamp something, but then it was like, it's going to be too busy. I didn't know what to do, so that's how I came up with that idea. And then I just tied another bow around the middle to kind of cover up that where they meet there in the middle. And I think I'll put the tweezers back, yes. So tie another bow. And then I'll use Stampin' Dimensionals on the greeting as well as this piece here. Okay. Can't see. That bow can be fixed a little better at another time. This piece does go directly flat on the front, so it will look well with the design, you know, on the edges there. And then just dimensionals, and I think that's it. Before I do that though, I do want to straighten out this ribbon because there's a really defined center with that indentation there. You can fix your ribbon and put it right in the center. Okay, so I'll use some more half dimensionals for all of these guys. We're almost done. So you can kind of see from just the 3 cards I made how like there's so much color variety in this designer paper. And that's just 3 examples. Of course, you can do Valentine, you can do other fall color themes, you can do other Christmas color themes, and then just things that have nothing to do with any holidays, birthday, masculine, whatever. So stock up on that paper when it goes on sale. And you can use it for a very long time. All right, there's our last card. Did I do those 2? Oh, I glued this to the wrong side. My goodness. Y'all see what I did there? This is backwards. So I will keep the backwards card and I'll send this one to our winner. Well, it looks kind of cute though. Oh my gosh. Funny, funny. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Sherry. That's hilarious though. Right? Backwards cards. Okay, well, let me bring in all 3 that are correct. One last look. So, love Celebration Tidings. This is the theme, like I said, we'll be using for the Retreat in a Box project. So if you would like to get in on that, you still can. And you can, or you will use your own stamp set to complete the projects. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and that's what I have today. So, hope you guys liked it. Let me say goodbye. You've gotten yours backwards, Jewel, a number of times. I think it's because it was a different fold. Like, I just completely didn't pay attention, you know? I don't know. I could easily make another base and then just pull this part off, you know. A tip on that is I use, what is that stuff called? I'm looking over where I store it. Not Goo Gone, Undo, which I get at Walmart. And I can take this off and then put it on a correct base because I do want my card to be not backwards. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week and a great day. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys liked the tips. You're welcome. And of course, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Stella, and good morning. Jewel, it cracks me up. Yeah, Pam, that's a left-handed card. Exactly. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Mary Ann. Thank you, Cindy. Cool. Well, everybody have a great day and a great week. I should see you next Thursday. Watch for my posts and emails, and contact me if y'all need any of that stuff I talked about, especially our starter kit. See you later. Bye. Where at Walmart do you get Undo? It's in the past been in on the crafting aisle with like the craft adhesives kind of. So it's part of adhesive. It could be over in the like, I don't know what hardware type stuff or crafting section, but that's where I found it in the past. It's been a long time since I had to buy a new one, so you know, they may have moved it, you know how that goes. But also check Amazon and or check Walmart online. A lot of stuff, seriously, when I can't find it in the store at Walmart, I order it online to pick up in store. And then I pick it up when I go get my groceries. It's kind of silly, but I'm like, I can never find this in the store. I'll just order it. It costs the same. Pick up in store, and then I'll do my grocery shopping. So there's a tip for you guys as well. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, Carol and Susan and Pam. Y'all have a great weekend as well. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Georgine. Thank you, Carol. See y'all later. Bye.